to Mystery Beers episode number 232 of
Brutal Battle. Yes, doing it again. As we said from last week, Kyle Norman again at the beach. Another warm-up beer, another Kyle Norman created game, and hopefully some really good mystery beers.
I'm sure they will be.
Just sitting here, staring at us.
Even if they're not good, this collaboration beer that we're going to be sipping on here should be very nice.
So people will see a theme. If you listen to the last one, we had This Is Ridiculous. And that was quite good, which obviously we still have some of. We can keep sipping on that. But we're moving now to this other collaboration between the Bruery, or Bruery, Terreux, and Dogfish Head. This is Mrs. Ridiculous, is what it's called. Yeah. This is a mixed culture sour ale with Pinot Noir grapes aged in a French oak foeder. I'll pour you first.
Oak foeder. This is Pinot Noir grapes.
Yes.
Okay.
I know what that makes you think of.
Did the last one have grapes in it?
Nope.
Okay.
It was just the dry hop saison and French oak foeders.
Okay. The nose on this one is fairly similar to the last one. Still smells nice and funky, a little tart.
I see. Well, there's definitely a color variation.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot about color.
Yeah, there's a different color difference that obviously is attributable to the Pinot Noir grapes.
It just looks green to me. I can't.
Yeah, he's drinking out of a green cup, but mine's clear, so we can see through there.
It's actually almost got a pink hue to it.
Yeah, almost a little pinkish, but I think it's coming off more as orange.
Yeah,
and I cannot see through it.
No, it's like
very hazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
nice white head.
Yeah, it's got a very nice white head to it. Actually, smells pretty funky.
Yeah,
smells pretty tart. They had that lemony tartness.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, it's pretty similar to the last beer.
Yeah, that nose is very similar. You can get a different fruitiness though,
yes,
which I'm assuming is the Pinot Noir grapes. But if I didn't know that was in there, I'm not sure I would be able to say that's what that is. Okay. As I keep smelling it, it does smell like red grapey. A little bit like wine. Which is also helping the kind of like tannic notes of the French oak foeder come through as well. It's smelling actually relatively complex.
Yeah, oh for sure.
It's starting to smell really good.
I wouldn't expect anything less from either one of those beers.
I know. That's very true. This smells really good. I feel like this smells like a definite step up.
Yes.
From This Is Ridiculous.
Yes. Yeah, I think this is going to be a little bit better than the last one. Did you say what the ABV on this one was?
No.
Does it have again? 9.4.
Okay, well
keep getting bigger. Oh no,
it's up a little bit.
No, sorry, 7.1.
Oh, it's
9.4 fluid ounces. Yeah.
Okay, 7.1. Okay,
7.1.
So it's basically like more than 1.5% less.
Yeah.
Okay. This is nice. I just took a sip. I get the wine influence. It's definitely like red wine barrel. There's a good amount of that oak coming through. There's a good amount of the grape and the tannic quality from the grape skin.
Yes.
But then you also taste the base of it, which was kind of that the This Is Ridiculous, which is a decent amount of saison ale yeast flavor. There's a bit of a funkiness. There's a tartness. I think am I right? Is it more tart?
Yes, a little bit more tart.
I think it's more tart,
yeah. And it's definitely more drying, too, than the last one was.
Yeah, good point.
But with that drying, I get more of that oak.
Yeah, I get more of the oak with the drying and the Pinot Noir grapes, which is really nice. Like, this truly tastes like a fusion between a saison and wine.
Yeah, this one's nice. This one's a little bit more bitter, too. Mm-hmm. Just a little bit on the back end. It kind of cuts through that tart just a little bit.
Yeah.
It's nice. This is really good.
Yeah, I like. I really like the This Is Ridiculous, but I definitely like this more.
Yeah,
this is Mrs. Ridiculous.
Yeah, this is Mrs. Ridiculous. Very nice.
I guess I'm more into the Mrs. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
All right,
I do.
Continue to sip on this while we do the new game.
All right, so this game is called the Beer Hunter instead of the Deer Hunter.
That is, have you heard the audio of Doug and Bob McKenzie doing the Beer Hunter?
Yes.
Okay, so I got to explain if I'm going to bring it up. For people who don't know...
This game's a little different than their Beer Hunter.
Oh, yeah. If people don't know, there were these characters, Doug and Bob McKenzie, that were done by...
the Great White North, eh?
Yeah.
Dave Thomas and Rick Moranis.
Yep, exactly. And they had a movie called Strange Brew, which is a really funny, awesome movie. But they had an album, a comedy album.
The Great White North.
Yep, where they did the Beer Hunter. You can find it on YouTube if you just want to look for, like...
If you want, I can play it on my phone for you. I have the album on my phone.
We'll leave that
it's a great album.
Else. But look up Bob and Doug Beer Hunter.
Bob and Doug McKenzie.
Or Bob and Doug McKenzie, Great White North. Yeah. You can find it. So their version of Beer Hunter was where they took a 6-pack of beer and one of the beers was shaken up. And there were cans. One was shaken up and then mixed into the 6-pack.
They had to open it up by their head.
They had to take turns, opening up by their head and see, as they put it, who gets the wet.
Who gets the soaker. Yeah. Yeah, that's
I'm glad we're not playing that.
Yeah, we're not playing that.
I don't want to play it that way.
Yeah, no. Yeah, they had in the movie, they had a dog. It looked like a skunk, and I believe they called it Hoser. Was that the dog's name?
Sounds accurate, yeah.
I think they called it Hoser. Anyway, it's funny.
One of the best quotes.
Funny.
One of the best quotes from that movie, by the way, Strange Brew, is, "I gotta take a leak so bad I can taste it."
Yeah, that whole movie's just funny.
Highly recommended. People check it out.
Yeah, it's definitely cheesy, but it's funny.
So
did Bob and Doug McKenzie start on
CCTV?
Yes. Yeah, that was the Canadian version of Saturday Night Live, right?
Yep. So go ahead and explain your version of the Beer Hunter.
Okay, this one's very simple. I'm going to give you a beer, and you just tell me when its release date is, so that people that are hunting for it can find it.
So the
month.
The month. Okay, month. Okay, I can try.
And I will give you a little hint. There is one beer for every month. So there's 12 different beers on this list. Okay, now some of these you are going to know for sure.
I wouldn't say for sure. I don't really keep track of release dates that well.
Yeah,
to be honest.
But there's some that are very iconic.
Well, that leads me to believe that Nugget Nectar's on that list.
Actually, it's not. So
okay,
yeah, and there's some that are a little bit more obscure because there was one month in particular that I had a hard time finding a beer that was released on it that we actually knew. But
so you have 12 total.
12 total.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it cheating if I write down the months
as
they get crossed off?
No, you go.
No,
ahead,
actually,
man.
I won't do that.
No, that's fine, man.
I feel like that's cheating.
I'm good with that.
All right, go ahead.
So the first one is Dark Lord. So when is Dark Lord Day?
It's in May.
It's in May. You got it.
And the reason I know that is because buddy Matt Harvey has talked to me about coming to Dark Lord Day for my birthday, which is in May. Mm-hmm. So that one's easy for me.
Yeah, see, I told you there was some on this that you were absolutely going to know.
Yeah, but I think that's the only one I know because it correlates with my birthday. So I think it's downhill from here.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, and I tried to make these beers like as sought after as I could.
Yeah.
Just because I wanted to make it so that it was, big name beers.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
like the next one, Hunapoo. When do they release Hunapoo?
I think I know.
Okay.
I think it's March.
It is March.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, it is March. So Dark Lord, they release in May, and Hunapoo, they release in March.
Because I actually looked into going to Hunapoo Day one year.
I thought you did, yeah.
I did, and I was going to be able to go because we were going to end up being there during that time, but that was the first year they switched from doing it just show up and come in to
getting tickets.
You have to buy ahead of time online, and I didn't know that they made that switch, so I heard from someone, oh no, they switched it, and I looked and obviously sold out. So I was like, great, I'm going to be there.
But
I wanted to go, and I can't go.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, that's all right.
But I did get a Hunapoo Day t-shirt because we still went to Scar City during it. So.
Yeah. All right, the next one, Pliny the Younger. Not the Elder, because the Elder I think is it's an every month release.
When did they put out the Younger?
The Younger.
I'm trying to remember when this one comes out.
Is it early in the year? Is it late in the year?
I feel like it's later in the year.
Okay.
I want to say October.
October?
Yeah.
It is not. They released Pliny the Younger in February.
Okay, totally wrong.
I didn't.
I
would never have got that one.
Later in the year, no.
Yeah. The next one I think you probably will get, though, is Bourbon County Brand Stout, BCBS. because there is a specific day that they release this on.
Yeah, Black Friday.
Black Friday. And
so
that is
November, obviously.
November. Yep. Bingo. The next one is one of my bucket list beers that I eventually need to get a hold of. Is Sexual Chocolate from Foothills Brewery.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Now, also, sometimes if you think about like the style of beer it is, that might help you determine what month they release it.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Which, by the way, it makes me sad to hear this because it's because we couldn't go to Savor this year because I was sick. Sexual Chocolate was going to be there.
Oh, no.
So I was like, ugh.
That would have been amazing, too.
Sexual Chocolate.
The label's really funny on that. Really cool. Very sensual.
I've seen it.
It's just like a lady just sitting there.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty sexy.
As the name would indicate.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go December.
January.
Okay.
Close.
Not far.
Yep. Close. All right. So the next one, since we're in Rehoboth, Dogfish 120. Now, Dogfish 120 is released 4 times this year. You just have to pick one of the months. So this one you get a range. Not a range, but you get a multiple.
I'll probably pick wrong.
Say it increases your odds of getting it. But
yes. April.
April is one of the months.
Thank
Correct.
goodness.
Yep. So Dogfish 120 is released this year because I pulled the dates from this year's release schedule because I wasn't sure if they changed the months from year to year. Mm-hmm. So this is a 2019 release. Most of these I pulled as like a 2019 release.
Cool.
From the brewery.
Makes sense.
If I could find it. All right. So Dogfish this year is released in April, May, September, October. So that's when they're releasing 120.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Good to know.
The next beer is Second Dinner, and that's from Maine Beer Company.
Second Dinner?
Second Dinner.
I haven't even heard of Second Dinner. I've just heard of dinner.
Yeah, I was in the same boat with you, but apparently Second Dinner is a little more sought after, and it's basically their Imperial Dinner is what it is. It's their double IPA or their Imperial IPA or whatever it is.
August?
June.
Oh, I almost went June.
Yeah.
Terrible. I almost went June.
It's all right. Yeah, because we're in June right now. So anybody that's up near Maine Beer Company, look for Second Dinner.
My initial thought was to go June. But then I was like, we're in June, and I haven't seen anything in social media beer-wise that would indicate that it had come out. So, so I changed it. But
yeah, I have not seen a whole lot with Second Dinner social media wise, but then again, I don't really follow Maine on anything. So.
Yeah, but that's weird because I hear about when lunch and dinner come out all the time.
Oh, okay.
So I would assume I would have seen it, but I don't know.
Maybe it's some sort of super secret release.
I guess top secret release.
All right. The next one, I'm hoping you know, but it's Black Tuesday from the Bruery, and you're a member, so. I'm gonna stretch your memory a little bit and see if you can remember when they released this. Black Tuesday.
It's 1 of 2 months.
Okay. Which ones are you thinking?
September, October. Okay.
I will give you a hint. One of those is correct.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I think it's October, actually.
It is October. Yeah. Well done, sir.
Okay, cool.
Well done. See, you're doing pretty well with this.
Yeah, but a few were softballs.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure you knew that I would know Dark Lord.
Yes, I knew you were new Dark Lord Day. I thought you knew Hunapoo Day as well.
Goose Island, Bourbon County was,
yeah.
Like, super softball.
Yes, yeah. Because they release the same day every year. So, all right, so the next one, I'll be honest, I only recently learned about, but when I learned about it, I'm like, I got to have this beer at some point in time. Yeah. And when I looked into it a little bit, it's rated like number 1 on Beer Advocate or something like that. It's their Kentucky Brunch Brand Stout from Toppling Goliath.
Oh, yeah, I've heard good things.
Oh my God, like that sentence just keeps getting better and better and better. Kentucky Brunch Brand Stout, like yes,
yeah, no,
I want that.
Outstanding.
I want to bathe in it.
You might be sticky after that, though.
I'm fine with it. I'm fine with being sticky after a good time.
Lick all the sticky off yourself.
I mean, if you're not sticky afterwards, did you really have fun?
I guess not. No, I guess not. Okay, my guess on that's going to be December.
December, good job.
Thank goodness.
Yep, another dark, thick stout. So,
Yep.
All right, next one is from Funky Buddha in.
Boo.
Why?
They're owned by Miller Coors now. I think.
Are they?
Yeah,
that sucks. That's all right. I was going to try to do their maple bacon, but I already had their maple bacon on a different month, so I couldn't do this one. But their Mexican coffee is only released 1 month this year. So what months haven't you used?
I have not. I don't think I've used July, August, September.
You did use... Oh, wait. No, September was 120. Sorry. Because I counted that as 120.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't need to tell me that.
Well, I can help you out a little bit.
Mexican coffee. August?
Not August.
Okay.
Sorry. It is April.
April
Was the one that you did not use.
Dang it.
But I mean, you know the other 2 months.
Yeah, I know where I'm going now.
You know July and August.
Yeah, but I'm not necessarily going to know these beers, so it's 50-50. And
well, once you know one, you'll definitely get the last one.
Well, yes.
Because then it's no longer 50-50.
Yes, then it's a gimme.
All right, so the next one is Massive, the barley wine from Gigantic.
Oh, my God. July.
August.
Dang it.
Yep, August.
The worst.
I really like that Massive beer, too.
I've not had it.
Massive from... Oh, man.
Where's Gigantic out of? Are they out of Oregon?
Yes, I think they're out of Oregon. Yeah. I know they're northwest somewhere.
I've had some of their stuff. I haven't had a lot.
Yeah, they're massive. Their barley wine is so good. It is so caramely and butterscotchy and just freaking thick, and just the mouth feels wonderful, and it's just a delicious beer. If I would have known you hadn't had one, I would have brought you one. Good Lord. Because I have a couple of them at home.
I have plenty of beers.
Yeah.
As people know.
Yeah.
Plenty.
All right, and then the last one is Blackberry Tizzy from Terreux. When did they release that this year?
Oh, no.
I mean, you already know.
July.
Yep, July.
Yeah.
That July was the month that I could not find a good release beer. And I went through a lot of different breweries and looked at their release schedules, and and I tried to keep it specific to 1 month. So there were some that were released over July, but not specifically in July.
So we went to Terreux this month.
Yeah.
In the beginning of June, and Blackberry Tizzy was there.
Yeah, well, their release schedule was supposed to say July. So,
but that beer is awesome. Have you had it?
I have not.
Oh, it's so good. I wish I would have known. We could have picked some up.
Yeah,
we didn't buy any. We just drank a sample of it with a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk more about that trip actually coming up
on one of the
in an episode at some point, because we are going to do a brewery showcase.
Okay, with Terreux.
For Terreux, unless it's possible that we've already done it at this point.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Release schedule for episodes wise. So forgive me if it's already happened. Yeah. It either happened and you can go back and listen to it, or it's going to happen. I don't know.
It's either a teaser or a callback. One of the two.
Yeah, exactly. So I won.
You did. You are 2 for 2.
7-5. 7-5 on that, and the game last time I barely made it 6-4.
So. Either way, you're batting 1,000 right now, sir. The next game I think you're going to do very well with as well.
Okay.
So, but we'll see. There's, again, some softballs and some curveballs, so we'll see.
Is the next one guessing ABVs?
The next one is not guessing ABVs.
But that's another game idea.
That is another game. That's a good one, yeah. I'll have to just think of a funny name for it.
Actually, you know what would be a good episode? If Rebecca just lined up a bunch of different beers for me, and I had to guess the ABVs of each of those beers.
That's a cool-ass idea, man.
We could do that.
You definitely should. Yeah, that's a neat idea.
So while this game's been going on, I've refilled on the This Is Mrs. Ridiculous. This beer is really good.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I really like this beer. It's a really nice fusion of beer and wine. Mm-hmm. I love it.
Yeah, I finished mine a while ago. So.
Well, it's a 750 milliliter bottle, just like This Is Ridiculous, so we got plenty.
Well, but for now, I think we should probably get into these.
Rebecca's going to love this.
Yeah. All right, so the mystery beers, again, just like last episode, man.
Yep.
Night and day. One dark,
but
one light.
Reversed.
But this time, the light one is first.
Beer A looks like an IPA to me. It's pretty orange, yellowish orange.
It's clear, though.
There's a little bit of a haze, which could be a chill haze. I don't know. But
it's still pretty yellowy.
Clear.
Yeah.
Pretty clear.
Whitehead.
Sorry, people, if you hear banging, I hit my ring on the table. Not used to the setup.
Oh, yeah.
What is that smell?
I smell hops.
I do too, but I also smell like something that's a little coffee-ish.
I was going to say lemon.
But I smell coffee something.
I don't get coffee. I get lemon and I get some hops.
I'm going to smell my arm. Yeah, it's a little bit coffee-y. A little woody, coffee-y, earthy.
I'll give you earthy. Yeah.
Which also could roll into a little bit of a piney note as well.
Yeah. Yeah, piney, earthy. Like I said, I get lemony.
It smells a little dirt-like. Not in, like, a bad way. It's not like, ooh, that smells like dirt. It's like, ooh, that smells a little, like, earthy, like dirt, earth.
Yeah, I say I'd roll that into earthy, yeah.
I don't know. There's something that's kind of...
I don't get coffee at all.
I don't know. Maybe my nose is going nutty, but I get a little bit of a coffee. I actually get a tad bit of, like, a chocolatey note coming off it as well, which is weird.
How much of that This Is Mrs. Ridiculous have you had?
An okay amount. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of feeling a little alcohol right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, man.
Well, you have to consider, I went kind of fast on the This Is Ridiculous, and that was almost 9% because it didn't taste like it.
Yeah.
So
well, when you put a straw into the bottle of This Is Mrs. Ridiculous and you've just been sipping out of it,
yeah, just about. Okay, I'm confused. I need to taste this in order to suss it out because the smell obviously is confusing the hell out of me.
It is a lot lighter than I expected, and a lot more bitter than I expected.
Oh, it's real bitter.
Yeah, and you get a lot of that earthy, dirty flavor you were talking about.
Okay, so I don't feel like I taste coffee or chocolate or any of that weird stuff I was talking about, but yeah, that kind of like dirt,
that earthy,
tons of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's also got this kind of vegetal note.
Yeah, I wonder if there's Pilsner malts in this. Because I get kind of that Pilsner-y bitter out of this.
Okay. Yeah, I can see what you're saying. There's a good amount of bitterness to it.
There's a lot of bitterness in this.
And I feel like that earthy dirt flavor is rolling right into that bitterness, and it's just making it, like, explode even more in my mouth.
Yeah.
As, like, this is bitter AF.
Mm-hmm. Now, granted, I'm not against bitter. I'm not. I'm kind of like that part in, what is it, Dark Knight, where the guy's like, I was born in the darkness. I was born in the bitter, man. I was raised on the bitter.
I was born in it.
Raised
in darkness. I don't know if that was any good, but
I thought it was pretty good. It sounded like Bane.
I think better than Kevin Smith's impression of it,
Yeah.
of Bane. But
Kevin Smith does
not great.
Bane all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, like when I started with IPAs, I started with like Arrogant Bastard and stuff like that, which are pretty bitter. So I don't mind the bitter. I like bitter once in a while, but this one, that weird like you say, earthy, vegetal, dirty note is a little weird. But it's, I mean, I don't hate it.
That beer's not making me happy.
Yeah.
It's not.
Well, if it's not making you happy, maybe we should move on to the second beer.
It's a good transition. I agree.
Very cola, like you said last time.
Yeah, it looked like A from last episode.
Is this the same beer, maybe?
Maybe a little darker. Maybe a little darker.
That'd be weird if she put the same beer in twice.
That would be.
Maybe she bought a 6-pack and forgot she put it in.
Well,
no.
Like?
This one I get some chocolate and caramel out of.
Oh, yeah, no. I definitely get that.
A little bit of alcohol astringency.
I can see that. I get it's very, very, very slight, but I get like a slight black licorice.
Yeah, a little anise. I mean anise.
Yes. Anise, as some people may. Anise, anise, I don't know how it's really said, but I say anise. Yeah. That's mine.
I say black licorice.
It smells good.
Did you ever see the Brewdogs TV show that they did?
Yep.
When they were doing that collaboration with Sam?
Yes.
They kept talking about Sam's anus. Made me laugh. I missed that show. I liked it.
I just remember when they went to Vegas and did that like super expensive golden stout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah, a lot of wacky stuff.
Yeah. But it's Brewdog. That's what they do, man.
So this smells... There's a decent hop presence in this, I think.
Yeah.
For being darker.
Yeah. And like I said, I get astringency out of this.
Yeah.
I get some alcohol presence.
Yeah, like chocolate.
A little bit of coffee note.
Yeah.
A little bit of that roasty.
Yep. Smells really good, though.
Yeah, not bad.
No.
Uh-oh.
I just started getting a little bit of something as I keep sniffing it that I don't really like. There's a little olive. A little green olive in the end. Which I don't like. But hopefully it's not in the flavor. That's fine if it's not in the flavor.
Yeah, I don't get green olive, but we'll try it and see if it comes through.
It's very smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Very creamy.
Butterscotchy.
Yeah, I can see that. Oh, I'm tasting that alcohol, though, like you were talking about.
It's definitely higher. Mm-hmm. If it's not higher, then it tastes like it's higher. Wait, put a number on it. Come on, ABV Savant. Let's see what you got.
Tastes like 9. Tastes like 9. 9.2.
I'm going to go 9.543.
Nice.
I have no freaking clue. I am with you. It's definitely a little higher. I get a little bit of that chocolatey flavor, that roasty flavor. It's nice. It's actually pretty good.
There is kind of like a caramel note coming through, though.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's kind of tasting like a nice kind of chocolatey stout to me, but also mixed with kind of a nice caramelly barley wine.
Yes.
That's kind of what it tastes like to me.
Yeah, that's a good assessment.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. It's smooth. It's tasty. It's got a little bit of that creamy mouthfeel to it.
It leaves my tongue tingly.
Yeah. That's good.
It's pretty high.
That's good.
This might be over 10. If it's not over 10, it might be.
I'll figure that one out. Whoever did it, though, finessed it pretty well with the flavors, that is. But
it melds well together.
Hopefully the alcohol is not low, because then that means that there's a screw up somewhere, because the alcohol perception, if it's low, should be low.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Okay.
All right, numbers. Go back to A. No, thank you. I don't know where to put that.
I'm going to go 2 on A. Just because I don't hate it any more than I didn't like that coffee one last episode.
Yeah, I'll go 2.
I don't mind the bitter.
I agree.
After the higher ABV one, I do get a little bit more like citrusy.
Yeah.
Out of A. Sure. On the upfront, but that bitterness is still.
I agree.
Still pretty present.
I'm down.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, I'm doing 2 as well. So overall 2 for A.
I might have gone 3. 2's good.
Now B. I do taste a little bit of that licorice on the end too, by the way. Which usually I'm not really down with that flavor, but it melds well with everything else in this beer.
Yeah. It's subdued. It's hidden.
It's almost a little molassesy.
Yes.
As well.
Yes.
There's just a lot going on in that beer.
You're right.
I do like it.
That is definitely molassesy. Yeah. Molassesy?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
For now.
It has molasses flavor.
Sure.
I like that one.
Yeah, I like it too. I like it quite a bit. That's a nice beer.
That is a nice beer.
I just hope the ABV is properly represented. But we can't guess based on that. It's got to be on flavor. So I'm actually going to go a 5 on this. I like this quite a bit. This is a very nice beer.
Yeah. I was between a 5 and a 6. I'm going to go 6. I enjoy this quite a bit. Yeah.
Okay. Overall, 5.5, and thus far, our highest rated beer. Do you want to go ahead and reveal A?
Sure. I'll do A, you do B this time.
In a bottle.
In a bottle.
Overall, 2, loser of the episode.
And this one is Victory's No Brainer IPA.
Not had it before.
I have not. 6.8% alcohol by volume.
Is it no flavor IPA? Was that
it's
what
just
called?
bitter, man.
Yeah, it's just not.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Maybe should have left that in the R&D tank.
Yeah, our proprietary Hop Vic technology drives big hop flavor with notes of tangerine and mandarin orange.
Nope.
Hey, what kind of malt did I say was in it?
Pilsner?
Pilsner malt.
Yeah. Wow.
Pilsner and Carapils.
There you go.
Holy hell.
That's good.
I can't believe it.
Does it say Is there a date code on this or something?
I do not know. That actually doesn't 100% surprise me.
Come on. Well, it's fresh because it says enjoy by August 28th, which, by the way, I hate when they say enjoy by. Don't tell me when to drink it by. Tell me when you bottled or canned it. I will decide how I like it.
Yeah.
Don't tell me. Come on.
Yeah. That doesn't surprise me, the level of bitterness in that, because sometimes Victory does go a little bit more bitter on things. Mm-hmm. Like their Hop Devil is fairly bitter.
That's fine, though, because there's a lot more flavor to go with that extra bitterness, or like their Hop Ranch.
Yes.
There's a lot of awesome flavor with good bitterness.
I would go opposite. I'd go Dirt Wolf is more bitter than Hop Ranch.
Dirt Wolf's really good, too.
Yeah. Dirt Wolf and Hop Ranch are their two like big double IPAs.
Yeah.
I enjoy Hop Ranch more than Dirt Wolf, and I know I'm probably in the minority there, but I think Hop Ranch just has better like citrusy characteristics, fruity characteristics, whereas Dirt Wolf is a little bit more bitter and has more earthy, like piney.
Well,
it's okay.
Now that I'm thinking through my head all their IPAs, all their hoppy stuff, I like all their hoppy stuff, like even Vital IPA as well. But this is probably the first one that's one of their hoppy beers that I'm just like, nah.
Yeah. I didn't hate it. I would drink it, but
I somewhat hated it. So sorry, I did.
Mild hate.
Yeah. Hate light, maybe. Whatever you want to call that.
Yeah, hate light.
All right, so the winner and the best beer thus far for this recording session, overall 5.5, which is pretty nice.
Dun, dun, dun.
What is this? Who is this? It's Sierra Nevada.
Oh, no way. Oh, wow. Life and Limb.
Life and Limb by Sierra Nevada. Ale brewed with maple syrup and birch syrup.
Wow, okay, that must be kind of that molassesy flavor.
Yeah, okay.
Dude, that is awesome. I've actually had Life and Limb before.
10.2.
I wondered if it was over 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. No, well, it makes sense then.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is in collaboration with Dogfish Head, by the way.
I thought it was a collab.
Another Dogfish Head collaboration. That's cool.
That's amazing.
I'm going to read the info on it. We are proud to share our third version of Life and Limb with its thousands of other branches that collectively comprise the craft brewing family tree. Sip slowly with friends and loved ones and savor long because one could do better than be a swigger of birches. What is... That's dumb text.
It's a play on words, Carlin.
For the birch and maple trees whose syrup give this unique ale its flavor and symbolize the collaboration between Sierra Nevada and Dogfish Head.
Nice. Yeah, I had Life and Limb years ago.
This is good. Yeah, I've had it a long time ago. Yeah. I don't remember it.
Like I said, I liked it enough that I actually kept the bottle of it.
That's good.
That's a good beer.
That's tasty.
That's a real good beer.
Syrup? I haven't even heard of that.
I like the idea.
I mean, I know birch. I've had like birch beer before, but I've never heard of any birch anything being used in beer before.
Yeah.
So
especially syrup. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
That's cool.
All right, well, stay tuned for next week when we do the final episode in this recording session where, yet again, we will have another
game.
Kyle Norman original game, yes, and another Dogfish Head Brewery collaboration beer for a warm-up beer. And it's a theme, so we'll see. Anyway, thank you so much. Until next time.
Keep it brutal.
This has been a Nerd Circle podcast production.